Okay, I'm just gonna start, and if anyone shows up, I'll explain what's happening. Okay, so we have a channel here for topics that we want to listen to. Basically, what we left off last time was we have questions that can be submitted to the admin panel, and then if we refresh here, we should see the approved ones. And then if I disapprove this, it becomes gray again, and if I refresh this, disappears again. Cool. We probably also want this to not be visible by default. So maybe I'll do like hide, make this hidden. And then whenever we're creating those cards over here, we can also do clone.style.display this flex. Very nice. Save. I think we had a function for creating those. Yes. Okay, so maybe we'll copy this over. We'll see. It's a bit different. We'll probably have a function over here as well. But let's see. So we're gonna listen to messages on the topics channel. And let's just run create card. Okay. Let's yoink this part. We'll just go over here and say function create card. Hi, Crystal. Good to see you here, all the way from the US. I don't know if you've seen the first one, but we're building an app that was used in the conference, or a similar one, where you could submit a question, and then if it's approved, it would show up for everyone. And then they would read it out loud, and whenever they're done with it, they would delete it. So we're building like a version of that. No. Okay. You have no idea what I'm building, but you're here to support. Thank you. Maybe I was considering doing this with Xano. Maybe it would be less technical, but that's how I built it initially. And I thought it would be nice to have something, even though it might be a bit more advanced for most. It's still nice to just have it out there somewhere, so someone could see it one day and have an idea of how these work. We had some issues with them as well, and some issues with Webflow last time. Let me see, make sure we don't have any weird stuff this time. Okay. So last time we had copied a card and it had an ID. And then whenever we created a div, it would add that ID to it and it would break the code. So hopefully this time we're not going to run into anything like that. Let's see. Then here we have a question. Okay, so we have a function that creates cards. we run that function for each question in the initial response. And then whenever we receive a message, we will create a new card. We're going to need a bit more logic here because sometimes we might already have the card, but we'll see. Let's publish this and see what we have, if this is working so far. Okay, refresh this, refresh this. All right, so now I think approving this should send a message over. We didn't get a message. All right. Nothing. Let's see. Maybe let's check for any message and log it here to see what we get. You should see a connection status. There we go. We have the approved one. And then did I set up? Let's see, approve. So whenever we approve a card, we send a message to the channel. Okay. Then here, whenever we get a message, we send it to the create card function. We have text, username. That should be okay. So if that's not the right one, so if I approve this, I should see a message. I did get a message, but the card wasn't created. So in the message, we should go to payload. We have approved, true. That should be approved with a D. We have the text, which is an empty object for some reason. Okay. So the data being sent is a bit wrong. Okay, let's see what is going on here. Admin. Wait. Okay, so here it should be approved. And then we're sending the element itself. We should do this. Or wait, card should be inner text. We're sending the element itself instead of the text. All right, let's save. Although I also need to check what is action is message. And we're checking if the action is message and if the payload type is question. Do we have that payload? We don't have type equals question. We need that. So I'm gonna go back to admin. Here we're gonna send type is question with a U, preferably. Let's save, submit, publish. All right, let's refresh. We see those two. I don't think we did anything to handle disapprove. Whoa. Okay, we should do something about this. Chris. It's not good. Okay. So I prove this. It should show up. It did not show up. Okay, we're getting username is Chris and text is also Chris. Why? And this shows up again. Oh, here we should check if it's question. Here it should not be question. So on the topic we should get approval. Let's call it approval. Question is sent to the admin panel, and then from the admin panel we send approval so that we don't see it twice. But I wonder why this wasn't created here. Maybe it is, we just don't see it. Let's check. Page, not the model, main, section, container, list, empty list. Okay, we're not getting it. So save. All right. Let's make sure the template is there. This is the template. Template.parent element.parent clone. Okay. Mm, Okay, let's try this again. Not sure why it's not creating it. We're receiving the message, but it's not creating the cards. Make this disapproved. Wait, did we? Okay. Refresh again. I'll approve this one. Doesn't duplicate. We receive the message, but nothing gets added and no error either. We need to figure out why we have no cards and no errors. Nothing here. Although the template is removed. Are we removing the template? Yes, we are. Okay. There's no template to copy. That's why. That makes sense. Okay. Webflow doesn't want to save this. Okay. All right. So now let me refresh this again. If I click approve, we should see the card. Nice. All right. We got it working. So now you can approve questions and they should show up here. It showed up with the name twice. Okay, let's see why. Even though we published an update earlier. Oh, we're just giving the username twice. Should be question text. Not here, here. Okay. And then we should also handle deletion of questions. So whenever we click on delete in the admin panel, so here we should have another button here. It says delete. Let's make it like this. And does this have an ID? No. Okay. Maybe let's give it an ID. No, not an ID. Attribute. Would you just use the class? Whoa. What just happened? Okay, so gonna say, okay, let's do buttons. We'll grab all the buttons, which are 2. And then down here, if we do buttons 0, then we're targeting the first one. So this is the, oh wait, here. Approve, disapprove. To start putting some comments here. And then we give it an event listener. Click. We change the approval. Cool. And then, in the approve function, we also send this. Perfect. And then the other button, so we're going to do this basically, but with the number 1. So this is the second button, the delete button. And we're going to say delete. Oh, that's an existing delete question, let's say. And we will give it the ID. So let's do, should be question.id. Pretty sure we're sending the ID. Yeah, we're sending it from here. Let me make sure we're sending it over from there. Yes. Okay, so if we pass in the question ID, we can use that to delete that specific question. So we're going to do function delete question, and it takes in an ID, and this should be Xano.delete. Let's check out what we have in Xano. Okay. Go to API, default. Let's look for questions, delete with an ID. Perfect. So whenever we pass that ID, it deletes that question. That's what we want. So we're going to say delete. We'll go to /question/ plus ID. And then we pass in some information that we need to pass in, which is, I guess, ID is ID. Right? Oh, no, wait. I think we don't even need this because the ID is from the URL. Right? Let's do Xano SDK. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. For .delete. Okay, so you pass in the path. Okay, and if you have any optional other stuff, you pass in, so we don't care about that. All right, but then okay, let's copy this. Right, so whenever it finishes deleting, when we click that button, we should delete the entire question. And we're gonna find it, let's see, create. Does it have an ID here? No, but it should have one. Let's do question.id. We'll give it the, actually, I'm not sure if it will work as an ID. It might start with a number, which doesn't work for IDs. Let's see, question. Yeah, it's a number. So that's not gonna work. We're gonna do clone.dataset.id equals question ID. And then we can use that, or we can just pass in the clone, the card itself. Yeah, I'll just do that. Card, and we'll do card.remove. That will remove it from the DOM. And if anything goes wrong, we don't do anything for now. Okay. Oh, actually, we also want to. Wait, where did this come from? Then, okay. Whenever it finishes deleting it, we also want to send a message. So we're going to send this over here. And we don't want the username. We want the text. We don't want the approved. We want the ID, and we want the type to be delete. And this will tell the other client to delete that specific card from the DOM. Let's do that. Save, please. Okay, I'm just gonna click here. All right, so we're gonna check first here if it's a message, and then we're gonna go ahead and copy that. And we can maybe do if this, we'll do this. If it's delete, we're gonna have in the payload the ID. So we're gonna do document dot query selector, and we're gonna do data ID equals, let's use template literals here. So if we do this, we can pass in a variable in here with $ bracket, and we'll do message dot payload, oh my god, dot ID, and then we'll do remove. We'll just remove that card from there. All right, and in case maybe we disapprove a card, we should also do the same. So I think we're just gonna use the same message, and we're just gonna send it from the admin again in case we disapprove. So let's see, approve. All right. Instead of doing this, let's do if approved. We'll send this. And we don't really need to send the approved here. We just want the type. And then we can copy this one over here. I'll say else. We'll just send a message with the ID and delete. We'll get it to delete. Let's publish this. And let's refresh this, refresh this. All right, we have 2 approved cards. So if we delete this, it should go away from here, and then it should also go away from here. And it didn't. I think we didn't add the IDs in the topics. Let's see. Whenever we receive a card, yeah, we're not giving it ID. Okay, so clone dataset.id. Hello, we shall conquer. Interesting name. What are you conquering? Okay. So dataset.id equals ID question.id. Question.id. Let me just move something around. Okay. Just so your LinkedIn post came here to say, what are you up to? Oh, thanks. Thanks for coming. We're just building an app that we use at the Webflow Conf. So it's basically you can submit a question, but instead of immediately showing the question to everyone, it gets sent to an admin panel. So the URL here is /admin. And then the admins can choose to approve it or delete it. And if they approve it, then it shows up here. But we have a small error. We're almost done. Let me just make sure we have the ID. That should work, and I'll show you how it's working, and then I can share the URL and you can send questions through. All right, so we have one. If I disapprove it, goes away. If I approve it again, comes back. Beautiful. Let me just remove the console logs so that we don't fill the console with stuff. Where's the other one? Should be one more. Oh, I think actually that's actually all of it. There should be one here, this one. Okay. So if we go back to the homepage of this project, it first shows us the channels that exist. So the reason we have channels is that there were different rooms, and you could choose to be in a different room. But each talk had its own Q&A. So we needed multiple channels. This chat is disappearing all the time. Let me just make it stay here. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna deal with it afterwards. All right, so you click on the topic that you want and you get what questions people have asked, and you can submit a question. So let's say your name is Crystal and you want to ask, how's the weather? Oh, someone already got the URL. Okay. Yes, we can do the same with Wist. I just wanted to code this because it looked simple enough. And we see this here. I really cannot see the chat, so let me just move this around. Okay. So yeah, so you saw that you also sent a message. Let me actually copy this, send it in chat. In case anyone else wants to send. So whenever you send something, you'll see it here. Let me delete my hi. And I can approve your comment. Oh, bad requests. Undefined. What? Okay, well, we had an error. Even though it was working earlier. Console. Not sure what happened here. I think I forgot to refresh. Yes. Okay. Got to refresh. Let me close these. So you sent a message. It shows up here. And I approve because I approved it. I can disapprove it and it will go away. It should be showing up for you as well if you have this page open. And normally the admin panel, of course, it should be password protected or something. In my original project that I made during the conf, I used Webflow memberships to close this. But for the demo, I thought no reason to do it at the moment because it's pretty straightforward. You just create the memberships and you set that page to only be visible to those specific members. And that's it. I see it's more like accepting friend request in Instagram. In a way, yes. This is supposed to be just for admins so that people can submit weird questions. Like for example, how's the weather doesn't really have anything to do with the topic we're talking about. So I could delete it and it could go away. And it never shows up to everyone else. I still have some time, so maybe we'll do like an upvote system because they also had that. So whichever comment has the most upvotes, it would go to the top. So that, whoever is presenting or reading them, they would see the first one first, whichever one is voted the most. We also need to fix this. It says topic name instead of saying the actual topic. Let's go here. Topic name. let's see what I'm returning here with Xano. So topic ID, I'm returning the questions. You see? So this is what I'm getting back. Right, let's also fetch the topic name here. Topic ID. We'll query all the questions, and then we're gonna also, wait, let me see what we're doing here. Query our records from questions, okay. We can do another database request. Let's query a record, a topic, where what is the say field value? Okay, I'm a little confused what's happening here. Field name, field value. Oh, right. ID, and then the value should be the input topic ID. Right, save. And then we should be returning output topic, save. Then here, oh, I can't do it directly here. Okay, we'll do create variable. Call it data. And can we not do objects here? Okay, so we return questions. Okay, I haven't played around with Xano too much, so I'm not sure how we can do. Oh, we should probably add it here. Probably do this and get the questions here. That would probably make more sense. List of items. Here. Sort by created at. And let's do this. Okay. So we're gonna have to do some updates there. Let's see. Questions. Why is there underscore? Oh, because we already have this. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get everything in one go. So let me run this. Run. Missing warranty questions. This. We need to get the topic. All right. No questions in there. Okay. Oh, did I forget to save? Oh, there we go. Save that, run again. There we go. So now we get the actual name of the topic, and then we get the questions. Why is there a question mark though? Oh, not a question mark, an underscore. Customize. No. Questions. Okay, save. Yeah, save, run again. Oh, Hussein Ali, hello. I didn't see any, I don't know if chat is stuck for me, but I don't see anyone with that name here. But hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, we're gonna publish this, which will break our Xano. But we can easily fix it. So instead of doing questions equals response.body, we'll do .body.questions. So it's that simple. And then I think that's it. Maybe here as well. Questions. I think that fixes it. I think that's everything we need to do change. And then we can also replace this topic name. Okay, something's wrong. Undefined questions. Oh, we're getting them directly there. So in admin, we don't need this. Okay, but also, we forgot to filter them. So before we were also filtering the topics, sorry, the questions. Let's customize, no. Add filter. Okay. Cannot filter these? Filter. This is filter as IDs. Let me delete this really quick. We'll do list of items. This one. Next. Approved. But I still want questions. I cannot filter them. Interesting. Okay, well, this is not gonna work then. All right, so we're gonna have to get them separately and then return them separately. Can I do this? Topic. Nice. That is not what I want. Am I doing something wrong? Does anyone know Xano enough for this? Why is it not letting me filter these? And if I have to query everything from questions separately, okay, let's try something else. Topic, my joins, question, inner, question that approved equals true. I think that's what we want. Yeah, that looks right. Delete this. Delete this. And we can change this to topic. Run. I forgot to save again. Didn't I? Oh, okay. Get a record, get topic, and then I can add to it, but I cannot filter. So I think we just get the specific topic and then we get the questions. We filter the questions, not like this, here, where approved equals true. Save. So we're gonna get the topic. We're gonna get the question, questions. And then we have to add them here. Can I do this? No. Object. Okay. Does it not let me return two things? I have to return twice. Topic. Okay, I guess. Save. Oh, it says result one, result two. Okay. So this is questions. This is topic. Let me run this again. Okay, we get an array of questions and the topic. Okay, that's what I wanted. Let's publish this. Okay, I think we already made the changes, so it should be fine to just refresh. Okay. Okay. Refresh this one. Okay. And I can prove this message by Hussein. And it doesn't show up. Okay. What did we do wrong this time? Okay, so this gets questions. Approve here. Not sure what happened here. I'm gonna try console.log. And see why we didn't get the info we needed. Okay, so if I disapprove this, it goes away, prove it again. Oh. Why did it not work earlier? Okay, so we have it working. There we go. We just replace this now and we're fine. So here, whenever we do the initial request, we can also grab the h1. We do inner text equals response body dot topic dot, what is it? Name. And that's it. Everything should be working. There you go. We have the YouTube live. We have the questions. We can disapprove. Prove again. Comes back. Perfect. And let me make sure everything is still working. Live. Perfect. We give a question. We see it here. This closes. Approve. Maybe that was too fast. There was an error with your request. Question is undefined. So, wait, I think I might have an idea. Let's see, where's the approval? Here. Okay, so we clicked on approve. Then the ID was missing. Question.id. Hmm. Not sure what went wrong here, but okay, delete it. Let's try this again. How was the stream? Shows up, and if I click this, it crashes again. It doesn't know which question to go to. Okay, so for some reason, when I click on something that just arrived, it doesn't know the ID. Whenever something arrives, we pass in this. That goes here. It clones the template. Okay. Didn't see this dataset.id equals question.id. Why is it not working here then? Let's see. Clone.id. Let's try doing it here. Maybe for some reason it can't set this attribute. Or maybe the question ID is missing. Okay, we'll do 20 more minutes and then we can close this up. I don't think there's anything else to do here. No log. So for some reason, this shows up here, but we don't see a log. So this runs. We go to create card. Oh, was I checking the topics page instead? Hmm. Again, no log. Okay, something very weird is happening here. I have a feeling it could be the cache. Let's clear cache. Okay. Hmm. So we know this is running because the image is showing up. But why do we not see these? Did I maybe filter out something? No. Maybe I'll move this here. We need this. So it's not showing the ID. That's why we had the issues. So whenever we send something from here, this ID is missing for some reason. Let's go to, what was it? Question post. It's returning itself. Oops. But we do get an ID back. Okay. I wonder why it's removing the ID here. Let's try seeing the response. Maybe it's more deeply nested. And remove this. And this. No, keep this. Oh. Okay, let me submit. Chris. Hey. Submit. So we're doing response.id, it should be response.body.id. Well, there it is. Here, body ID. I think that fixes everything, and we can finally have this fixed and go on. Cool. So let me delete these. Let's submit a question. Is it over yet? Submit. Boom. Now I should be able to approve. There we go. Disapprove. Oh, did I click disapprove on something else? Here. And then delete. Perfect. So that's it. It finally works. One thing we could improve, at least, just a simple thing, is we keep the name saved. Like after the first submission, maybe we save it and we pre-fill it so that we don't have to refill it every time. In my original demo, which I guess I could probably show here. Let me see if this is still working. Yeah, it would ask the name, save it. You'd click there, and then whenever you submit a question, there was no name field because it would save the name in local storage. And then you would ask something here. Right, I'm not sure if this project is still live, to be honest. Maybe we'll do great. Here. So I do have an email. Let me sign up maybe. No. Never mind. Right. I think if I do it here. No. Well, I don't remember what kind of password I used. Why not? Let's just do a new account. So all right. Cool. Let me just see if I refresh here. Okay. Cool. So let me submit a question. Hello, send. Boom. We can delete one. We can approve. Shows up. So in this can't talk. In this project, it's a lot smoother because I also used GSAP to do some stuff. But basically, the different things that I did was we set the name, or we get the name when you load the page to see if it exists. If it doesn't exist, it opens a model and it asks for your name. Whenever you submit a name, it saves it, and then it loads the topics. It loads the topics, creates them, and it animates them smoothly. That's what GSAP is doing here. And then in the topics, it would get the URL params and the ID from them. And then it would show you the topics. It would know the username from the local storage. So over here, we get the username. And then it's pretty much the same things, but the extra code is it animates things in with GSAP or out. So this animates out whenever you send a delete request from the admin panel. And then when you submit, nothing happens, but when you receive something, it animates a div in. And I think I also used flip somewhere. I think here. Maybe not. Oh yeah. And the reason I used flip is to make this animation smooth whenever I click on approve, this animation where they change between them. But that's it. Pretty, not super straightforward, but that's what I did in my hotel room. And for some reason, we struggled a bit more here, but we got it working. It shows up for everyone who is connected to that page. The admin can approve, disapprove, and everything is live data. That's it. Thank you for watching this if you were here the whole time. And yeah, I think I'll do more every Friday. We can build stuff, we can just chat. So